Hi everyone and welcome to Fred Talks, a podcast where we talk all about the fashion industry and why it might be more important than you'd think but less glamorous than it seems. In today's episode we will be talking about I was going to say summer trends, but it's actually quite the opposite. We will be talking about essential summer pieces that you should build your wardrobe around, I will call it. I was gonna call this episode Summer Must-Haves That Won't Bore You After One Season, but then I watched a video of someone who I can't remember who it was, but it was a reel on Instagram, and the guy was talking about how all these videos about must-haves or how to build your wardrobe and all that are quite not stupid, but they're quite irrelevant because everyone has different style, and so there's no universal guide to how to build a wardrobe or how to find I guess even how to find your style, because I mean maybe that can be a manual for it. But anyway, I thought he had a really good point, and I realized that what I've written down are pretty much essential pieces for me. So I thought that in this episode we will be looking at what you should focus on when you're buying summer clothes, because I feel like summer is a season that has most tendencies. Because I think summer is a season where we're the most prone to follow the trends that someone tells us. And very often those trends are something that we only like for a season or for 2 weeks. And then we never wear it again. And then you come to the next summer and you realize that half of your wardrobe, or maybe even more, is built of clothes that you don't really like anymore, that don't speak to you, then they probably don't even look good on you anymore, or you don't feel comfortable in them. So in today's episode, we will be talking about how to build your wardrobe and what to focus on, and how to avoid all these trends so you can actually start slowly building your wardrobe and you won't end up next summer with a wardrobe full of clothes that you don't really like anymore. Now, the first factor, and probably a little disclaimer here, is that you have to look at where you live, because summer in Scandinavia will look very different to summer in Spain. So essentials for you will be very different as well. Now, some of you might know that I live in England, and before I moved to England, which was 3-4 summers ago, this will be my 4th summer. So for 21 summers, I lived in Czech Republic. So at least I can compare them too. And I want to say that Czech Republic summer is a lot warmer than the English one, or it can be. Well, I would say that English summer can be equally warm as Czech summer, but it doesn't last as long. Pretty much England doesn't really have seasons. You've got I saw a TikTok, I think, where it was like how to layer in England based on seasons or something, and it was very much a winter you just wear a coat. For a spring you open it, what was it? It was winter you wear a coat, fall you open it, spring you might take it off, and summer you only wear a jacket, a jumper, which essentially is the truth. Summer in England is very much not what you see on Instagram. So if you live in England, your summer essentials will be probably the same as your spring essentials and your autumn essentials. However, if you go on holiday or if you live somewhere a bit nicer, or if you live in Czech Republic or just like mid Europe, I'd say, like Central Europe to South Europe, you probably would use these tips, or at least some of them. However, another disclaimer: although these tips that I'm gonna give you, are quite universal, you have to remember that if you live somewhere colder, you probably don't need as many of each style or of each category that I'm going to mention. Because obviously, if I'm going to mention a certain type of dress, if you live in Spain, you can buy 5 of them, you can buy 6 of them, you can buy 7 of them, however much you want, because it's more likely that you're going to wear them. However, if you live in Scandinavia, if you live in Norway, and you're only going to go for summer holiday to Italy for like 2 weeks, obviously you're not gonna want to buy either all of what I'm gonna mention, or five different or five different or 5 same type of dress, because you're most likely not gonna wear them. So that's another thing to think about when you're building your summer wardrobe, to how much of this you will actually use. And that's pretty much it. What I'm trying to say, you have to think about how many summer days, as in like summer 25 to 35 degrees, you actually will experience, and build your wardrobe around them, because you don't want to spend money unnecessarily on things you're not going to wear, or you're going to wear them once. Anyway, now to the two aspects that you have to focus on when buying any summer clothes. And those are shape and a cut. Because whatever you buy for very hot summers, it has to cool you down in some shape or form. I remember my friend said that it doesn't really matter if you're wearing long sleeve and long dress, as long as they're made out of a thin material that will cool you down. I actually think it works both ways around. I don't think the material has to be very thin and has to be very breathable. As long as the shape of the clothes provides you with, some air. You can wear a dress that might be made out of a bit of a thicker material, but they are short and they are sleeveless, so they will show some skin and then you will cool down. When it comes to materials, the most favorite ones are cotton, linen, and silk. For me personally, linen is literally a equivalent. For me personally, linen is a summer fabric. I love linen for summer. I don't actually like it for any other season, to be quite honest, but for summer it's very perfect. Same with cotton. To be honest, cotton is a great fabric for all year around. It's perfect for the basics. If you just have a cotton t-shirt, you can literally wear it any time a year. It's just, obviously you're not gonna layer it in summer whilst you're gonna layer it in winter, but you get it. Which is another thing we need to realize, right? You don't need a completely new wardrobe for summer. You don't need new tops. Yes, there are some items that you do need specifically for summer, and I will be talking about them later. But please remember that whatever you already have in wardrobes, when it comes to the basics, when it comes to the tops, I would say the tops especially, when it comes to even some trousers or when it comes to some skirts, you are good. You don't need to buy new 5 white tops because the ones that you already have, you have associated with wearing in winter. That's just stupid, and it's just something that I think social media makes you think, and yeah, probably social media, because this is essentially why I wanted to make this video, because originally I was thinking of making summer trends for 2024, but then I realized that it's a bit stupid because, as I said at the beginning, summer is the season where we feel like we need new things and where we feel like we need to follow the trends. Simply because I think summer is very much glamorized season, and we see the very, and so in summer, social media becomes the place where everyone shares how amazing they are, how great time they have when they go on holiday, and they always post a picture with a different outfit. And I remember talking to someone who was going on holiday, and the girl was like, "Oh yeah, you know how it is. I need to go shopping. I need to buy new clothes for the holiday." And I was just there like, I never thought of buying new clothes specifically for holiday, where I'm going for a week, maximum of 2, because that's just, why, for whom. If it makes you feel better, then yes. But I also think that if you need to buy a whole new wardrobe for 2 weeks holiday to feel better, you probably might want to try therapy or something. Anyway, back to the topic. The other thing that I mentioned is cut. Now, with the cut, I think that if you have a summer item, I'm going to describe it on dress, because for me, dress is kind of where you feel it or you can see it the most. If you've got a dress which is made out of a thicker material, which I actually have in the list that I'm gonna talk about later, you have to make sure that your skin, that your skin will be still able to breathe. Because I'm very sure no one wants to wear thick, long sleeve dress in summer. No, but you can wear the dress that is made out of a similar material as your favorite spring dress or as your favorite fall dress in summer, as long as it's either short or it doesn't have any sleeves, or it has some sort of cutouts. As long as it allows your skin to breathe and you to feel some sort of breeze, it's fine. I think that's the golden rule. As long as you can feel breeze, you're good. Now to the summer items that I personally love and I've loved for many, many years. And the first one is white cotton dress. Now I remember in maybe 2018, 2019, I want to say, I saw this white cotton dress in, I think it was H&M, and I fell in love. They looked so good, but I just couldn't find my size. Then after trying on 4 different sizes, because I don't know, everyone does sizing differently, I can finally find them, and I had them for maybe up to last year, actually, up to last summer, when they I don't think they broke, but I gained weight and they didn't fit anymore. And I don't think I'm going to lose weight to the weight that I had when I was 20. So I had to say goodbye to them. And I already bought a different one, very similar one. Because in my opinion, white cotton dress, especially white cotton maxi dress, is great for every opportunity. You can wear it to school, you can wear it to run some errands, you can wear it for a coffee with your girlfriends, you can wear it for dinner in the evening. Literally, you can wear them all day around. You can easily dress them up. You can easily dress them down with accessories or with shoes, or even with blazers or jumpers or anything you want to layer on top of it. And I think it's universal because obviously it's white. It will flatter a lot of skin tones, a lot of body types as well, because I'm not specifically giving you a specific body type. And this is something I want to mention as well at the beginning. I'm not going to tell you specific clothes for specific body types. It's going to be very much in general. I think my description of white summer cotton dress is probably the most detailed I'm going to give you in this episode. And if you are really someone who likes to wear trendy clothes, then you are lucky, because ever since I bought them for the first time in the 2019 or whatever year it was, it's been trending every summer. Every single summer I read an article about the summer trends for the year. And every single time there's white cotton dress. And I actually wrote an article this year about the summer trends, and white cotton dress is on the list. So if you don't completely want to give up on, being trendy or wearing a specific trend for a season, this investment, I can guarantee you, will be in trend for other few summers. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. Now, contrary to the breathable, bigger cotton dress, I've got everyday shorter dress. Everyday shorter dress, to me, it doesn't really have a specific style. It's very much just a dress that you just plop on when you don't know what to wear. I personally like a bodycon dress that you can buy literally anywhere. Every single shop has them. I prefer them in black, which, can be a bit not very clever color to wear in summer. However, I still like them. And these are the items that can be made out of a bit of a thicker material, or can be a bit more fitted and can be a bit more tight. Because, as I said, they would probably be a bit shorter. They will show a bit more skin. Very simple. Whatever style you prefer, I would say go for a style of a top that you like. So if you're like me and you like to wear tank tops, like I do in literally every single video, my dress are bodycon tank top, tight, fairly short. The only issue with that is that they roll up. But for some reason, I have worn them this summer when we had like those 2 days of sun in England, and it didn't roll up all that much as it did last year or the year before. I don't know how that works, but yeah, whatever style you want to wear, just go for it. Just make sure it's a style that makes you comfortable. Make sure that it's color that you like, because these probably won't be something that you wear for dinner, but they will definitely be something that you wear when you go to a shop, or when, you just want to run out of the house, or when you just don't know what to wear. If you're not really a dress girly, this next item is for you, and that is linen shorts. Linen shorts are genius in its versatility. You can literally wear them to a hike or to a fancy dinner, because they're linen and they will be a bit wider and they won't really hold the shape. They can look like not a dress. They can look like a skirt. So if you dress them up very easily, it can be an item you wear to a fancy dinner. But if you dress them down, you can literally just go hiking in them, or you can go for a walk around the beach or a walk around the town. And they will always look good. They are very breathable because of the linen material. I would really suggest to go for linen and not really compromise on them, because if you choose a good size and if you choose a good style, you will have them for ages, and even though they can be a bit more pricier because of the material, it will last forever. So even though they might be a bit pricier, I think it's an investment worth making, because, as I said, because of their versatility, I can guarantee you will wear them a lot during the summer, and you will probably love them for many, many seasons. So another item that I wrote down are thinner wide leg trousers. These are also quite specific, similar to the cotton dress. Although a lot of people might think of trousers as a winter wear or autumn wear or even a spring wear, we have to remember that even in summer, we've got some colder days where we probably don't want to wear dress or we don't want to wear shorts, but we also don't want to wear thick jeans, or we don't want to wear our thick trousers that we wear in winter. So I believe that investing in trousers It doesn't have to be wide leg. I just said wide leg because obviously wide leg's going to be more breathable, and if it's from a thinner material, it's going to be more breathable, and it's just going to cool you down a little bit. However, it will cover your legs, so you won't be as cold as you would probably be in shorts or in dress. Plus, if the material is thin enough, you can wear them even for evenings, even if the day was quite warm and you wouldn't wear them during the day. Sometimes the evening can get a bit colder, and if you choose a wide leg, they can be very elegant. So I believe that they are a very good summer item as well. And to be honest, I wear mine all year around. If it's too cold, I just wear tights underneath them and I'm good to go. So I highly recommend looking into them as well. Now, this is a bit of a side note, but for the cooler days, when it comes to the tops, I don't think you really need to invest in something new specifically for summer, because what I personally like to wear when it gets a bit colder is a blazer, and blazer is something that you usually already own and it's something that you wear all year around, so I wouldn't necessarily put it as a summer item or as a summer essential. And same goes for example, my friend likes to wear a cashmere jumper, which, to be fair, is a very clever thing because she can just fold it in her little bag and it will fit, and she can just pull it out when it gets a bit cooler. And obviously that is something that you also wear throughout the whole year. So I think for the tops specifically, you don't really need to look into something new, and you can just look at what you already own. However, for the trousers, I wanted to mention that you probably want to look into trousers that are a bit thinner than compared to the trousers that you wear in winter or in autumn or in spring. However, as I said, I wear mine all year around anyway, so I think they can be still very versatile and very much an investment that you will use up anytime. Anyway, back to the hot summer weather. What I think you've all been waiting for, and I haven't mentioned yet, and is definitely a summer necessity, is swimwear. Now, with swimwear, I think here comes the issue with the trends, because I would say not even every summer, every half a summer, we have new trends when it comes to the cuts, when it comes to the patterns, when it comes to the style. And I personally am quite guilty in this. I get very easily overwhelmed. Last year I got influenced by the Barbie era and I bought hot pink swimsuit, which I will still like because it's a really good fit. I'm not entirely sure how good it will look with my current hair color because I keep changing my hair color every season. Not every season, every year, I would say. Anyway, when it comes to swimsuit, I would say go for the fit, not for the trend. Think about how it's gonna look on your body, because swimwear is essentially an underwear, and it looks different on everybody. Everybody suits different style. And chances are, if you're gonna go for something that's currently trendy, it's not gonna look good on you and you're gonna get depressed. So make sure you go for something that holds everything in place, shows just as much skin as you're comfortable with. Don't opt for swimwear that's 2 sizes smaller than your size is because it's trendy. And I know it looks hot and you see it all over the Instagram. But for example, I am a fairly thin person and I still don't look good at it. I still need some sort of support on my boobs, even though they are fairly small, but they're natural, so they need some sort of a support. And same with my bum. I don't really feel comfortable showing it all off. If you do, and if it looks good on you, perfect, great for you. But don't feel like you have to follow trends to look hot. You will not. You will look hot if you choose swimwear that looks good on you and that you feel good in. Another category that I haven't mentioned yet, and it's very important as well, because obviously it is for every season, and that is shoes. For majority of the summer and for majority of people, I think sneakers will do. And you can literally buy sneakers any time of year. You can wear them all year around. So I don't think you have to stress about shoes as much as media in general makes you feel like you should. However, if there's one type of summer shoes that I think everyone should invest in, and I personally absolutely love, it's strappy sandals. I personally love them flat because I can't be asked to wear high heels around. I mean, maybe for dinner, but definitely not for the whole day. And that's the beauty of strappy sandals. You can wear them anywhere. I probably wouldn't recommend wearing them to a hike, but you can literally wear them to the beach. You can wear them to walks around the city. You can wear them to sightseeing. You can wear them to dinner. You can wear them anywhere. They are comfortable. They're breathable. They're amazing. They will look with majority of whatever you want to wear. In my opinion, perfect summer shoe. I can guarantee you this will be your most worn item out of all that I mentioned so far and all that I will mention in a bit. Strappy sandals, chef's kiss. Another item is more of an accessory, and that is a scarf. I personally believe that the scarves are the chicest, probably more versatile, and definitely the most holiday packing friendly item, or not item, headwear that you can buy. You get me. Because I think when it comes to hats, I think that there are very specific hats that suit a specific type of hats, of face shapes. For example, I absolutely love caps, but I think they are great. I think they're very practical. I look terrible in them. Like, I can't wear it. It's not great. It's not a great look. And as much as I see the practicality, I'm gonna opt for a scarf or for a hat because they just look better on me. But with scarves, I feel like they look good on everyone because I feel like everyone can choose the way they're gonna tie them around the head and the length as well, because I feel like the length really does make the difference. And they are also fairly cheap. You can literally buy them anywhere. You can buy them on pretty much any holiday destination that you go. You can buy them anywhere, and they're fairly cheap, and they can really step up your whole outfit. You don't only need to wear them to the beach or when you're walking around with them. You can also wear them as an accessory to the dinner, or to the dinner or to lunch or whatever. You can just wear them anywhere. And also you can wear them in winter as a little scarf around the neck. So very versatile in my opinion. And because they are fairly cheap, you can really play with different patterns. You can buy them in different patterns. You can buy them in different lengths. You can buy them in different colors, and they can be the little extra that pushes your all black outfit or black, or your everyday dress, as I mentioned earlier. So I believe they're not only practical, because don't forget to protect yourself from sun. No one wants to be sunburned, which scarves not going to help you with, but it will help you with getting heat stroke, and no one wants to have a heat stroke. I personally don't. And the last item I'm going to be talking about today is something not very trendy, but it is again the little extra, because so far I've mentioned very neutral items that you will probably end up wearing majority of the summer, but I think it's important to have something with a little bit more spark that makes you feel a bit special, and the item is completely up to you. For me personally, it was for years my very wide leg bright red trousers that I absolutely loved. They were my favorite item that I own, and I still own them, I'm fairly certain. I don't think I can fit them anymore, sadly, but now that I think about it, I probably just kind of gained weight. But they were something I absolutely loved. They made me feel very extra and very special and very me every single time I wore them. And yes, they were a bit hard to style considering that they were red, but again, I can just combine them with the white tank top that I wear all year around anyway. So don't be scared to buy something that's a bit extra, because you can always combine it with things that you already own or the essentials that I mentioned in this episode. And that is really the beauty of having a wardrobe that is consistent with your style. And it doesn't have to be just the summer wardrobe, just wardrobe in general, because you can buy any specific piece for any season. And even though the piece itself might look not unwearable, might look like you can't really combine it with anything else, you will most likely be able to combine it and style it with things that you already own. Because if you know your style, it's always going to be easy for you to combine things. And if you don't know your style, you can take these tips or any other tips. Doesn't have to be my tips, but any other tips that you can find online. I'm sure you can find many style guides, and look at the essential items that are essential for other people. Take what works for you, and then go online, go on Pinterest, go on Instagram, or go to a physical shop, wherever you wanna take an inspiration from. But look at what other people wear and try to look for, I don't want to say different things that other people wear, but the more unique pieces of clothes or the unique colors, and really try to think about what really speaks to you, because maybe you will find out that you really, really love animal print. And if you do, you can wear it. You can buy head-to-toe animal print. If it's something that's going to make you feel good, you will be able to style it with whatever you already own or with whatever you want to buy, because you just found what you love and what you feel like is really you. Forget about trends, find things that make you feel good. And sometimes those things will be trendy. They will be trendy at some point. If they didn't already trend, they will be trending, next year or in 2-3 years time. So don't feel like if you really, really like a certain trend, don't feel like you can't buy it because it's trend just for the season. If you really, really like it, chances are that, you just found a trend that is something that you will love for the next 5 years. And that is great. Because although it is for me, essential wardrobe doesn't only have to be black and white. It can be any colors you like, any colors that you feel comfortable in, and any cuts and any prints, and pretty much any pieces of clothes that you want to wear and that you feel comfortable in. Anyway, that's it from me for today, and I shall talk to you next time.